We have gathered today to celebrate the union of Joseph and Esther. Luminous mind, bright devil of absolute clusterings of the upright noon. Here we are at last, alone, without loneliness, far from the savage city's delirium. Just as a pure line describes the dove's curve, as the fire honors and nourishes peace, so you and I made this heavenly outcome. The mind and love live naked in this house. Furious dreams, rivers of bitter certainty, decisions harder than the dreams of a hammer, flowed into the lover's double cup until those twins were lifted into balance on the scale. The mind and love like two wings. So this transparency was built.
My darling Joe, in the end, when death comes to collect what it is owed, as it surely will, and our brittle bones turn to dust that blows into the wind, and our memories fade into oblivion, I will want you to know that I loved you with all that I could muster. I will want you to say that I kept your soul in my heart and that I gave your heart a home in my soul. I will want you to say that I held you down with care and that I set you free without fear, and that with me you could be anything you desired. You could just be. I will want you to say that I fluffed your wings and I helped you fly, and that you returned to me again and again because there was nowhere else in any world, real or imagined, that you would rather be. I will want you to say that I walked and danced beside you as we lived the life that's here that we've been given, and as we lived the life that we've dared to dream, and faced more pain and joy than either of us could fathom, and become more than either of us could imagine.
The book of Proverbs reminds us that everything has a season. And while last year we braved one of the harshest winters of our relationship, we look forward to the possibility of summer with our faces upturned to the sun. From Zanzibar to South Africa, our relationship's spring was in full bloom. We learned how to move in the world as individuals, but struggled on understanding what it meant to move together. Now we have learned to move as one. Under the autumn moon, you looked at me in my eyes and told me you loved me. From then, our time was fleeting, sustained by language, but absence of our embodied presence. The exquisite agony of desire to want to grow together, but not be able to grow because we were always apart, is what makes this relationship beyond beauty and into the realm of the sublime. Then Demeter descended to the underworld, and in the winter, we experienced tremendous loss. And in our descent, we stand in the middle of the wreckage, positioned for the possibilities that wait in the dawning of our summer. It is this hope in the possibilities of summer that has kept us and will keep us together.
Like literally said, God, she is such a good woman. She's been through so much. She's been so strong, not only for her friends, but for her family, and just wants to make sure that everything is connected together. When is she gonna have someone that shows her the love that she exudes to everyone else? Joe, that's you.
Probably the most powerful influence in raising us and teaching us that we've had, that we've shared, was our grandparents, Big Mama Bell and Big Mama Lewis Papa Bell. I want to let you know as I close, brother, that they are looking down on us right now with so much joy and so much pride in their heart right now, because not of what you've accomplished, not of what the man you've become, but also the wife that you've chosen.
And so I was overwhelmed with the love of this couple.
I charge you today to never forget the union that you have, to replenish that union. Because each day you will replenish each other. But I charge you to replenish each other when it comes to you, the one.
We are so thankful he has you in his life, the woman to share his dreams. Today our son Joseph married you, Esther, the woman he loves, and we're proud of the daughter this brings. With all our love, Mom and Dad.
And as we trek the murky terrain of this paradoxical reality, let's promise to seize the moment, live and love each day like it was our last, so we can grow old enough to see the snow. Let's promise to support one another, build up one another, and hold the other one down. Let's promise to cherish the simple joys of being together and learn not to sweat the small stuff. Let's promise to listen to one another, communicate, and be mindful of one another when we don't agree. Let's promise to be honest with one another, comfort one another. Let us not be afraid to be vulnerable with one another. Finally, let's promise to be friends. So let us remember that Proverbs tells us that everything in life happens for a season. In the passing of life's seasons, I promise to you, my love, that I will hold you close in the summer, through the autumn's passing and the spring's bloom. And in the dark depths of those cold winter nights, after we have toiled in earnest and not for the purposes of fame, I promise to hold you even tighter until you forget your own name.
So in the end, when death comes to collect what's left of us, as it surely will, when our bones are brittle and our minds are dull, and our memories are mixtures of truths and fictions, and our feet falter as we walk and dance, let us say that ours was a union of patience and honesty, double knotted and saddle stitched, a union threaded together by faithfulness and forgiveness, by discovery and divinity, a union beautiful beyond doubt to us and to all of the world. Let us say that we grew and grew and grew and grew beyond the pain of trauma and tragedy and the despair of madness and melancholy, beyond joy itself, just beyond. And in the end, let the birds sing of our love as a harmonious song, and let us recite these words. Ours was a love that was holy. Ours was love, and love, and love, and love.